Hey you guys, what up? It's your boy Ty. Speaking of Ty, y'all please go ahead and send some good energy and prayers. Well, if you pray to God, because some of y'all pray to Satan. But, by way of the actions y'all present. I'm just saying, just because you slap Christian on it or religious, that don't mean nothing. But, send some good energy to my co-host and my best friend Ty. He just lost his grandfather, and it's, anybody that has been through death, as you know, it is a very trying time. Excuse me. I'm not sure when we'll be back on the podcast, obviously, given the circumstances, but in the meantime, I am here to bring you guys some content for my YouTube folks. I have been watching the show Traitors, and I really, really like the show. I really, really do. So I decided they're halfway through the season now, but I was like, well, I can recap the stuff that'll give me some content to do. I got the content bug, I want to put some stuff out, so I was going to do that. And then I also ended up recapping another show, His and Hers, and I see everybody's been watching that, so I'm going to go over that with y'all as well. I am a little pissy because go with your gut. If your gut is telling you to go sleep a certain place so you're not disturbed and you can't go back to sleep, go do that. So we're not even going to get into it. I hope y'all have gotten more sleep than I have. It's a pretty day outside. The snow is so cute. I hope this shit wraps up in a couple days though. But y'all be safe out there. The people that are still working, I got work later. There's a chance they might tell us don't worry about coming in, but I don't know. But y'all definitely be safe out there traveling. My heart just goes out to the people that's still working in this, and the homeless. And it's a cold winter for more than just the weather being the reason of. But neither here nor there, we are in some hard times. So I hope today's recap can bring y'all some laughs. I know when I get to the Potomac part, I'm gonna be ranting. So I have my good old medicinal joint right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually do His and Hers after, even though I'm probably gonna post that first. But because Potomac, y'all work my nerves, y'all really do. Ooh.
It up, flat screen.
But it's okay. So with that being said, that's a long enough intro. So let's get into the Traitors recap. All right, so I got my handy dandy notes right here, y'all. When is the last time I did a car vlog? It's probably been years. So anyway, this is season 7, or not season 7, but episode 7. But just to give like my throwback thoughts overall, since that has happened. Since the show aired. I really like this cast. Overall, I like the quirkiness. I like the eclecta. Eclecta? What the fuck did that motherfucker say? Ugh. But at any rate, they're very eclecta. I don't know, it's just a lot of personalities. I like the quirkiness of the show. I put that in the notes later, but the quirkiness, Alan, I really, really, really like the show. And I've always seen it in passing, but I never stopped to watch it or whatever. And then just being honest, anytime I see something Bravo and I see black people, I get a little bit and when we see the way Ron's being treated, within reason and right. So at any rate, with that being said, though, I do like the show. I might go back and watch some of the other seasons once I have cleared up some of the stuff that I gotta watch. I got a lot of anime that I need to watch. I got a lot of stuff on my binge list. So, but once I get some cleared up, I might go back and watch seasons 1, 2, and 3. Or I might just watch the reunion like I did with Potomac. Because, RHOA, I've seen all of it, but Potomac, I just watched the reviews, or the reunions up until season 5. But, anyway, or maybe season 6, can't remember. But at any rate, so Portia, like, did she not want to? I know we say she.
Are you slow?
I know we, like, the elevators, the floors don't go all the way up. Pretty girl, woman, big booty, thick, 42 teeth and counting. Hey, Erica De Niro TV. Did she want to get kicked? Portia just threw me off so bad. She really did. And I'm actually, in agreement with Erica. Like, I would have liked to see Portia in that dynamic, because I do think Portia, in the same way Erica De Niro TV says, I think she's ditzy, but at the same time, she's manipulative. So that could have been useful in the game, especially if she was made to be a traitor. I was kind of banking on them possibly making her one. In fact, I would have rather seen her be a traitor than Lisa Rinna, because if anything, I think that kind of, like, it's not surprising. You know what I'm saying? And then it makes it worse that Lisa's performance as a traitor, like, she had her ups, but to me, she was sloppy. Like, she got found out because she was not being, she wasn't portraying a faithful in the way that, like, Candace has. And then, I mean, I could say Rob arguably, but I think with Rob, half the house wants to fuck him, so I mean, it doesn't really matter if he's giving off traitor vibes or not. We shall see how it goes moving forward. But Portia, that was a keynote that I wanted to highlight. I kind of wanted to see her in that environment and see how she thrived, or lack thereof. And we got a bunch of lack thereof, unfortunately. And then to see them hold Ron to this standard that they're not holding Colton to, when Portia said the shit herself, like, and yeah, him and Donna were cool, but if somebody says 3 different times that I'm a traitor in 3 different ways. And that's one thing I do like about these shows. They show the bias that people hold, because when either it was Mara or Natalie asked themselves, why are we, oh shit, let me turn this fucking radio feedback off. When they asked, why are we going along with what Colton says and changing our answer? Yeah, why are y'all? It probably has something to do with the blonde hair and the blue eyes. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Speaking of intersectionality, I am not gonna hold you. Michael Rappaport is Michael Rappaport. No shock there. We know what we're getting. The way he was eating. Like, are he special? I was so confused. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold you. First of all, he was wrapping them hoes up at that table. On his way out, Michael said, I am a housewife, or I'm gonna at least make y'all think I am. He was wrapping them hoes up, 1, 2, 3. And I'm not gonna lie, what he said to Colton, I watched different perspectives on it. I'm more in view with, like, for instance, Rodney the Voice. His view is kind of where I land at. I watched Erica De Niro's perspective on it, and Jamie's as well. I can't remember where Jamie stood on the, like, you know, out of everybody, it would be easiest for you to hide this. But for me, I kind of landed more with Rodney. At first, I was, like, heavy on Erica's perspective because, you know, Michael is a bigot. However, Colton is too flip-floppy. At one point, it is, I had to deal with this secret for 28 years, however old he is, bitch. He looks 34, hard 34. But at any rate, that's what happens when you spend your life allegedly stalking people and stuff like that. You don't live right, you won't, not gonna age right, especially if you a person of no color. Y'all already fighting the melanin, and you might not want to be racist and all the other shit, because it's just gonna wear on your face and everywhere. But anyway, he's talking about all his life he had to fight, but you went on not only 1 Bachelorette show, but 3, and was the Bachelor on one of the shows. And then, like, yeah, you would be deceptive. And then what Rodney said about Colton would be the one to pick on Eric. Like, Colton is the type of gay person that would have picked on Eric and Johnny, the Erics and the Johnnies, back in like the school days. Like I could clearly see that. And then I honestly do. I was watching Erica's live, and one thing that she was vehemently against is people saying Colton was weaponizing his sexuality. I started noticing after the Michael stuff, all of a sudden now Colton is wearing blouses and, you know, more gender fluid things and adopting more of a gay lingo in his speech. Whereas before I couldn't tell if he was, I mean, like, I don't like to be microanalyzed about my sexuality, so I kind of subconsciously don't do that with people. But when I'm watching the show, like, I did put him in the, he could be straight, and you know, like white boys, they kind of play around and stuff like that. Like, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. But I kind of put him in the, you know, he could, like, it thought my mind, the thought crossed my mind for a moment, especially when I think Jam told him to, he said, catch me, Colton, or something like that. I think it was to him, or maybe it was to Rob, I don't know. And then also we're on, you know, the Traitors. I think Alan has always said, like, it'll be LGBTQ people in this house. So I don't know, I didn't put too much stake into it, but I did start noticing after Michael was gone, now Colton's wearing blouses, now he's getting into more of his gay lingo, and it's like, it's getting a little bit of weaponized, because before you was just a college frat boy. I didn't, you know. But like from that perspective, yeah, you would be the perfect person to be deceitful. Also the stalking stuff as well. Now, should Michael have said it? No, especially because the house is already on your ass. But, and to Ron's point, we don't like Michael, so we don't count that banishment. But we like Portia, so I still have to pay for it. Like, I think that was a good argument. Fuck both of them. That's where I stand. And that's another thing, too. Y'all do not have to pick a side. Oh, my God. I'm going to still listen to Cardi, and I got a couple Nicki songs in my repertoire, but there is no picking a side over there. They both problematic and fucked up in their own ways. Enjoy the music and keep it moving. Like, y'all be defending shit that's not defendable. Just walk away from the, you don't have to pick. You don't have to pick a side, pick a side. So anyway, going on, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else pivotal. Donna. And you know what? What is this America's Mom? Girl, what the fuck?
Playing traffic.
Y'all do know y'all the minority, right? Y'all do know, that's why y'all scrambling to make all these rules. Never mind. So anyway, that's why we outlaw on abortion. Never mind. Miss Donna had to be like, and I we're gonna get into his and hers. If you haven't watched it, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's a way to do Donna's role correctly. If you watch his and hers, you know what the fuck I'm saying. So the fact that she just kind of like, I don't know, I would have preferred Miss Donna to be a traitor, not the secret traitor, if that makes sense. Hell, throw Robin as the secret traitor instead. He has no problem sacrificing his own. Jesus. I think that's all the main points I really wanted to hit on, though. And then there might be stuff that'll call back to earlier times throughout here, but oops, excuse me, y'all. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Not to be TMI, but I know my doctor said it don't matter if you keep the mucus in or out, but no, I'm sorry, it's got to go. All right, so season 4, episode 7. Let's go ahead and get into this recap now that I've kind of given my throwback thoughts as far as like the earlier episodes. So, current assessment plus episodes 1 through 6. Just going through my notes. Best dressed, Candace, Mara, Allen. They're taking it. They're taking it. And Mara just started putting that shit on. Candace been dressing her ass off the whole time. And Alan too, of course. But Mara, like, the last few outfits, I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, all right. The housewife vibe on it. I'm not mad at it. Let me see. I love the brand deals, by the way. I don't know if y'all seen Rob in the Poppy commercial and Candace in the Arby's commercial. And the Arby's commercial was real cute because if you watch Potomac, you'll catch some of the references. She said a beverage, like when she was saying she offered Ashley a beverage. And then she also said, not today, Satan, or something like that. It was something, but it was a cute callback to Potomac. So I like that. And Candace getting her bread up. She looked cute in the commercial. She got the people doing a conga line to reference to Traitors. By the way, y'all giving Rob all these motherfucking props. This bitch, respectfully, love me some Candace. Y'all know I don't call women bitches, but I gotta say it this way. Cause, bitch, a conga line and no suspicion whatsoever on you. Yes, Steven started, or whoever got kicked out that night was starting, the one who was going around stupidly saying, I think they're doing a murder in plain sight to anybody that would listen. Yeah, he started catching on, but Candace's name never came up in the fray from that conga line. But yeah, Rob is the one doing everything. You know, y'all just, society and bias. It will show on shows like this by the way y'all respond to shit. Now Rob is doing better than Lisa though, my God. I have right here, Lisa, you talking too damn much. And also not enough at the same time. Cause to Colton's point, hate to agree with that bitch. I really do. But I will say to his point, like you are Lisa Rinna. Like, you know, I don't think that he should have came in there expecting a housewife, but I wouldn't have been so different to what my personality was. That's just how I would have played the game. By the way, if you want to sign up, they have regular citizens like who you could apply for season 5, I believe. And is it the US version? I think I want to say so. But yeah, you can apply up until March 10th. I think that would be interesting. All the games and the, like, you know, being in the house. I heard they don't have any. Candace broke the fourth wall in like an interview and said she was able to contact her son, but they don't have no phones. You know, they're in nature. They're with each other. They're bonding. So I can kind of see, even though the show can be a little dramatic, and sometimes when they be crying, I'm like, bitch. But I can kind of see why they react so strongly when somebody's banished wrongfully or something like that, because like you are in that house pretty much yourself. I heard they film in the house, but they stay in hotels. I'm not sure, but neither here nor there. My next note was Rob should have won the accessory since he was the one that wanted to be on fuck shit. And I also think it would have been easier. Now, Lisa, you get points back for how you made Jam Jam adjust the brooch. I will give her that. But, are we calling it a brooch? Amulet? Is I'm American. Y'all know what the fuck it is. I think it would have been easier to get Rob to wear it, because if anything, or not easier to get him to wear it, but easier for somebody to be like, oh, like, you know, first of all, it's a man. Nobody really, like, we don't really touch jewelry in general, but if a woman's wearing something on her breast, you know, touching that is kind of, you know, but Lisa did it. She pulled that off. I'm gonna give her that. Excuse me. Let's see. The acting like it was called Chef Kiss. Yep. So I'm gonna give Lisa her 10s on that. The antidote plus killing was a nice twist. I did like that. The way Rob chomped that boiled egg. It's about the same way that Michael was fucking that food up. It's about. When Jim said, who is it, to Mark? You don't want to hold my hand, bitch? Oh, shit. Some of these are just lines that I found funny as fuck. R.I.P. Jam Jam. Lisa, watch your back, bitch. Again, Rob looked like a kid in timeout at their breakfast. In the way that he chomped on that egg. Now I want to say about Rob, I don't like in Rob as a player the lack of accountability. I will say being willing to go against a traitor who is causing too much attention is not a bad strategy. But I don't think Lisa was so far out there that let's just call it what it was. This was bros over hoes for Rob and Colton. This was like, Lisa wasn't so far gone out that I felt that he needed to, you know, save himself. Slash Candace. And then that also puts you in a weird situation with Candace. And we see where we headed after this, more than likely. When Candace threw that goddamn date at him that y'all are acting like was a fucking knife, oh my god, like I said, y'all bias always comes out on these shows. If Rob don't care about that piece of food that was thrown at him, like friends don't do shit like that, they've been in the house bonded together, like, y'all need to take a fucking chill pill. Like, y'all are really fucking, it's okay, we know how y'all do with Candace. We're not gonna call it colorism, but that's what it is. And jealousy, because it's a black, rich, dark-skinned girl that ain't never had to struggle in her life. But neither here nor there. We'll get into that later. So, at any rate, let's see, looked like a kid at that breakfast table. Yeah, he looked like a kid in timeout. Quite literally, like he literally was in timeout. Y'all see that son? You see this skin? And then I put LMAO again with the egg. Why is he deep throating chicken larva? Like, what's going on? Larva? Is that even grammatically? It's I'm American. At any rate, child, I'm sleep deprived. Don't listen to me. Let's see. Candace did a good job of protecting Lisa. I felt like she was just hands-on enough, but not too hands-on. But of course, Colton bitch ass caught it. Not jam, it's toast. Granola guzzling. Alan is psycho. But this is why. Alan is that kid in school that like people would have picked on, but I would not have necessarily like, to me, I think it's weird when people pick on people who are just a little quirky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with weird people in the way of like, you'll do some weird shit behind your friend's back with their spouse or something. That to me is weird. But quirkiness, I like people who are eclectic. So, Alan is funny to me. I said Candace is moving very strategically. Overall. Next bulletin point I put was, damn, Natalie, you done fucked up. And then I did say, if they remember Portia though, she could have brought that up at the table as her defense. And then she could have circled it back to the table by saying, remember how it felt when we got rid of Portia. So, next, I put Rob is the snake and the charmer. And as a lot of people reviewing the show have indicated, y'all want to fuck Rob. I like to be bugged like a slug. So that's why a lot of people are going to excuse certain shit that he does, how he's moving with Colton. Because I feel like if we traitors at the end of the day, like, fuck that bros over whole shit. We're the traitors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Oop, y'all give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right. Where was I? Yeah, bros over hoes is so played out. Like, it really is. Like, oh my God. And then, like, men, like, y'all sit here and wave your finger at people, men who don't want to exude masculinity in a way that's comfortable for you, when the truth of the matter is, don't nobody suck dick better than a straight nigga. Anyway, next bulletin point, I wish Mark had more camera time. There's something so eccentric about him. Next bulletin point, and he's funny. But next bulletin point, Candace is so damn cute. These outfits, like Candace is dressing her fucking ass off. I'm not surprised because out of Potomac, out of all the women, Candace and Wendy, for the most part, were the ones that looked the most put together for me. Karen as well, but she had her moments. Let's see. Rob. I put, excuse me, during the challenge to get the dagger. I mean, it ended up working out, but I put Rob. Are you slow? His method was great, and I get that this is a show that they filmed for hours and it's edited down to a condensable hour. So maybe there were other questions, But if all they showed is what he asked Eric his name, state, and then do you have the dagger? That's it. Editing Tyson here. Okay, so to flush out what I was trying to say, much similarly to, like, you know, they're in the house getting to know each other, so it makes sense when they start crying when certain people are banished, because, you know, they form bonds and shit. When you're in the house, you're talking to each other. You're saying what your likes are, your dislikes, this, that, and the third. So I would have said, I don't know, something that I could verify was a lie besides, like, you know, the dagger. Like, I don't know, ask them some questions about things that they've gotten to know each other about over time, and then test it from there, and then ask about the dagger. I don't know if y'all kind of get what I'm saying, but if you following, you following. Points for Mark. Oh, wait. Is Mark the one that I was saying? Yeah, Mark has the tendrils. They're not bangs, they're tendrils.
Do you want to do this? Do you?
Wow, you guys, no sleep. iPad plotting against me. Sit your ass down. So anyway, sometimes you gotta talk to the devices, you know. They listening anyways. I agree with Erica De Niro. We should be getting a tax credit for these devices. You're listening to us to peddle shit through our algorithms to get us to buy stuff. You should give us a tax credit. And these fucking class action lawsuits where y'all paying a person $20 a case is given when Verizon, shout out to me, I got that bill waived. Now, in my area, we had more than one outage, and them motherfuckers charged me $40 to move my payment.
I don't play them games. I got whips, pistols, everything. Play that shit right on camera. Don't play that with me.
And mind you, this was after this raggedy ass bitch. We'll get into that later. Actually, nah, fuck it, we'll get into it. Well, nah, just a piece of it now. But somebody from my job had got me fired. I'm back now, but I was going through it at the time, so I had to move my payment. They gonna charge me $40 fucking dollars. First of all, bitch, if you're gonna charge somebody a payment to a fee to move it, I need to know that when I sign on to do y'all service with y'all. Second of all, who the fuck does that?
Fuck you.
Never have I ever heard of that. Now, if you late and you need to put it back out and you work something out with them on the phone, yeah, you're gonna have to pay a fee. Even then, I think $40 is steep, but just to move it, it's a fee. Very collector. So anyway, but yeah, Mark has a good poker face. Or was it Steven? I can't remember. I feel like I might be mixing them up. Let me check. Traitors season 4. No, it's right. No, I'm right. It's right, it's crazy. All right, let's see. Curfew in effect. Oh, some businesses have been shut down in the area. State of emergency. Non-essential. Bars are closed, nightclubs. I have to ask my boss, are we considered essential? Are we open? Or what's going on? So anyway, sorry about that. I just happened to catch it. You know, Google has their current events and stuff on their main page. I put in my notes, I'm going with Colton. Lack of lips and slight facial change. But looking back now, since they have that bros over hoes pact, they could have discussed doing certain gestures to give off. If they're that smart, I might be giving them too much. I might be giving them too much. Let's just go with lack of lips, because I'm sorry, I don't trust you if you don't have any lips. My second choice was Natalie, though. Let's see. Also, how sweet would the betrayal be if it was Colton and he got lied? But at any rate, it wasn't. So it ended up being Natalie who had the dagger. Natalie, What told me it was Natalie, I did go back and watch her face after, but when I saw Alan try to take the tab from her, she kind of hesitated. And I was like, oh shit, it is her. But she licked her lips and smiled then before she denied it. Baby, you gotta work on that. Now, what it tells me is you're an honest person. So that's good. That's cute. Don't do it. I had to save y'all from falling again. It tells me she's an honest person. She's not used to lying. But yeah, I saw the tail right then and there. So I was like, oh yeah, Rob, yeah, he got it. Okay, he got it. It's in the can. Before he played it, he knew your hand. Okay, all right, so anyway. Oh my God, I was on Facebook earlier when I got distracted for a moment. And had to go handle something. Why that man said, what did he say? Nose bump Barbie?
Bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna remember Nicki Minaj from like 2010, the mixtape days. I'm gonna just remember her. Even then, it's kind of hard because like, and I was on her when she first came out, but once I found out the shit with Lil Kim, I was like, oh, this whack. I don't, And then, yeah, the men in hip hop will triangulate you, but Nicki been coming for Kim since like 2003, 2004. Like, yeah, no. It just, this is weird. I don't like I said, I could do eclectic and eccentric all day long, but weird and quirky. But weird, I don't like that. At any rate, I put here, Lisa, watch your motherfucking back, bitch. Bitch, not faithful bits. And then I put, I love the quirkiness of the show. When he was feeding his dog, I can't tell if Alan Dog want to be his ass or not when he be in them sweaters. I don't know. Not him, but the dog, like dressed up. Cause some of y'all dogs, I be seeing y'all dogs dressed up, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so cute." I be looking at Elmo's face. I be like, "That bitch want to whoop your ass." But at any rate, and I remember because I used to try to dress my dog. Some stuff he be okay with, but some stuff I like. One time he looked in the mirror and looked back at me and did this, and I was like, "Oh, bitch, do you not like it? Like, what the fuck?" Too late. I already threw the receipt out. So anyway, I put good job with the pack, Rob. I will give him that. I do think that was a good job to give them a sense of unity amongst him. Dagger 6, Candace, I'm hollering. That shit was funny. Next. I said, Candace looks fly as fuck at the round table. That fucking burgundy look, bruh, that's her best one yet. And I love how her skirts are right at her ass. She said, Jet gave me this little bit of bump in my booty, and y'all gonna see every bit of it. I've also been enjoying seeing Candace on her interviews, and I'm so glad that she joined this show. I know she wasn't thrilled about the physical aspect of it, but I like that it's put out a different perspective of her from Housewives. And for me, this is the same Candace she's always been. She's not in defense mode because she has hoes with neck rings.
No, but look at Giselle's neck.
We'll get to that, but she's in a relaxed environment overall. I mean, yes, Traitors, but I mean, yeah, it's not Housewives, Survivor. So it makes sense why she's able to show her true self. But she's always been the same. I don't think Candace has changed at all as far as that, in that regard. Let's see. Next, though, Dorinda has a voice. Well, they did edit her well from what Rob said, so. But not smacking on his beard. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my God. Candace, watch your back. I put that with an exclamation point. That white man at home got your back. Not this one, not Rob. We can't depend on it. And then I put, I wonder if the Dagger 6 will stick. If Candace can figure out there's a pact, she can drive a wedge between that shit. But we shall see. And then I put, next bulletin point, yes, Candace, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Let that bros over hoes ass bitch know. Now, I can't remember the voting lineup. I cannot remember it. Because it was Lisa, Natalie, and somebody else. wasn't it? Was it two people or three? I can't remember. The only thing is, I don't know if Candace played her hand a little too early. But hey, my girl said, Candace, the bitch is coming out. So I'm not mad at it. And Housewives done taught my girl a thing or two about giving the bitch the business. Rob using Colton's tired ass line. Boo, boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. My next bullet point. When Candy cut them eyes at Rob. As soon as Lisa was Spanish. Lisa, what the fuck was that walk? Not an icon falls. Like the music said in the video. I like the little music that Traitors got going on, but I said not an icon falls. This show is funny as fuck. It's chaotic, but it's chaotic good overall. My next bulletin point. Rob, it doesn't feel so good, does it? And that's what I said with him. The lack of accountability is annoying to me because you're acting brand new. And it's like, they already let your ass slide the last time you went up against Lisa. You should have expected contention from Lisa. And then Candace is also a fellow housewife. So yeah, she gonna be looking like, well, damn, can I trust your ass? Next bulletin point. I hate that Colton gets a fresh start because he was right about Lisa. I hate that shit. I hate it so much. I hate it. We'll see if Johnny is able to keep the house in agreement to still go after Colton, but I don't know because, like I said, those blue eyes and that blonde hair, it's all it takes for some of y'all. So, I put, where is the evidence for Steven? Question mark. From Colton. I didn't understand it. And then even with the Lisa banishment, I mean, they were right, but the whole kiss thing was throwing me off because it was like, now, Lisa, where you fucked up was you should have said wholeheartedly, I didn't kiss Jim. I kissed you all. I gave you all air kisses. You can't say, I don't recall, or she said something that was kind of like, and it's like, see, if you was in court, they would have jammed a hole right through that. You need to say straight up, I air kissed all of you. But it was too much suspicion on Lisa, and Colton had already kind of put that bug in their ear, so I wasn't surprised about, you know, her banishment. I put, damn, Candace, the hoes caught on. As far as Colton and Candace's reaction and trying to defend Lisa. And then I said, yes, Candace, moving in lockstep. Candace is such a fucking wordsmith. I love that about her. Her and Kenya Moore, like, that pageant shit. They're taking it. They're taking it. All right, so my final thoughts. I am geeked for next week's episode. I'm definitely going to be tuned in. And, yeah, this is a great show. I really, really enjoy it. Like I said, once I get my binge watch list down, I'm definitely going to go back and watch the other seasons. I definitely enjoyed it. I do wish Monet could have stayed longer. Who else? Portia, Monet. And I actually would have been interested to see how Caroline played it. I'm not gonna holler. I'm not gonna hold you. When they took that mask off her, Lisa, you bitch. I'll see you around. Maybe at, where was it? Maybe at BravoCon. No, you won't.
I said, okay, it's time for me to fight. Scope yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight as soon as they take me off this motherfucking tree. So, and then for me, like, if anything, it would have been smart to get Kristen out. Like, I like Kristen, don't get me wrong. Kristen seems cool as fuck. Like, Kristen, I'm a chef too. Let's go ahead and, you know, cook or something. I don't know. I bartend. So you cook, I can bartend, we can chill. Kristen seems like a very chill ass person. But as far as like being a smart person, you want to get the smart people out. You want to keep Portia's around. You want to keep Eric's around. You know what I'm saying? Kind of on the meek side, mild, you know, more so like a follower. You want to keep some of those people around. So I would have gotten Kristen out instead. I would have left Rob alone because, I mean, the house was going to eventually get, or yeah, Ron. I would have left Ron alone because the house was already dead set on him anyways. R.I.P. my nigga Ron. Truly unfair. Speaking of bias, let's get on this RHOP rant. RHOP, crazy. So, Real Housewives of Potomac rant. I'll be right back. Let me get myself. All right, we're back. The coffee is smoking hot like me. I don't know what else I was gonna say. Child, I don't know. So, this is kind of a rant of thoughts that I've been thinking. I started doing TikTok last week, but I kept redoing it, and it took me like an hour plus, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just say it in a YouTube video. And then, I'm not actively watching the show. I stopped watching when Candace left, and it wasn't just due to Candace leaving. Giselle has too much power over that show. It's not enjoyable to watch. Like, I don't get the same feelings that I get when I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta that I got. In fact, the most Real Housewives of Atlanta was like, what the fuck am I watching? To me, was seasons 14 and 15. The truth of the matter is, truly, and if Lord of the Rings, by way of her neck, is not effing somebody on Truly and is Bravo, then that person and whoever truly need to go. They need to go. They need to go. Like, this should be an ensemble cast. Everybody should have the same amount of merit and value. I know favoritism happens within the workplace, but it shouldn't be so evident to us. And when it is, it's just hard to consume and watch at times. And it's also harder to watch it for, like, with a whole, like, we'll get into it. Because Giselle gives nothing to get all of this fucking power. Like, it gives the same as it gives with Phaedra. Who are you fucking at NBC? Allegedly. And I do hate to put that on women, but it's like, I'm trying to find the draw and the attraction. Like, with Portia, I can surmise it. Halo effect, pretty privilege. But Portia is still, like, funny, can dress. Like, there's a little bit of other things I can give her. They're mostly vanity points, but they're points that exist. Whereas with Gizzard,
Like, where is she going? Where is she going?
what did Karen say?
Thank God Giselle is a good looking woman, because goddamn, she can't dress at all. I'm ashamed to be seen with sometimes. I don't know what she's going to wear.
I gotta hear they talked about Giselle's clothes.
You haven't accepted no title on.
But at any rate, okay. So first I got to drag production. Kind of already did that. The way that they are going out of their way to make this trip with Angel look like what it's not. I have watched I hate the way that I keep backing this car up and my dash truck is not blocking just a little bit of sunlight, but whatever. I'm just gonna shine bright like a diamond at this point. I'm not moving the car no more. Like I said though, like I was saying, production is literally editing stuff to make the trip look worse than what it was. I was told that Angel did not pick that house out, production did. Now, I'm not saying they necessarily picked it out to have leaky pipes or pipes that don't work, water, whatever. I'm not saying they had to they're doing all that, but like they're literally trying to make her the scapegoat for the whole trip. Now, two things can be true at the same time. I do think Angel has poor planning. The Airbnb situation alone, which they made a big deal out of for no fucking reason. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, y'all have nothing going on. Let me pull forward, actually. Because it's going to aggravate my mother. Y'all don't fall. Alright, there we go. Because that shit was going to aggravate the fuck out of me. Oh, shit. Come on, stay bitch. Alright, there we go. Oh, my God. Knew it. So, anyway. Like I was saying, though, the way that they are going out of their way to edit this, and I don't know if it's to make Giselle look, and I do see people defending her, as they always do. I don't know if it's to make the amount of bullying she gave Angel look. Like, you know, they edit things in Giselle's favor. Monique even said that season 5, she crashed out with the whole binder situation, and they edited that out. And that makes me think, when else, although Giselle is a very stoic person, when else have they been editing things in her favor? Excuse me. And there have been, like, here and there things in the season that have been revealed, like, oh, this scene didn't happen like this, it happened like this, or this didn't happen like this, it happened like this. And then not to mention, they're always showing shit in the trailer that we don't see in the show. Like, what the fuck is going on at Bravo? Like, I don't know if it's just like, it's just something so insidious, because y'all should want to give the black shows the best efforts you can, because let's be so fucking for real, Real Housewives of Atlanta put Bravo on the map like that. Like, at all the housewives, Real Housewives walked, of Atlanta walked, so all these motherfuckers could crawl. And it's like, y'all, off the backs of these black women, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, Potomac, you know, but a piece of black, you know, y'all like them a piece of black on that show. But at any rate, neither here nor there. Production, trash, garbage. So I just want to go down the list of characters in this season. Again, I haven't watched since Candace left, and it wasn't just that one reason that made me stop watching. But I'm just gonna go down the list of what I've seen. I just, like, much like Candace and a lot of other people, we're not watching the show, but we see the clips. Like, it's pop culture, it comes up. So, and then I watch Rodney's reviews, Jamie That's Me, Simply Sakina, Erica De Niro. Well, she doesn't review Potomac, but you know, she reviews other shows, Married to Medicine and all that stuff. Jamie That's Me, I think I said her. Bondi Blue, you know, that sector of YouTube. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. My nose is aggravating the fuck out of me. So, just going down the list of what I have seen and the things that I've heard in reviews. So starting off, Monique. Oh, Monique. I actually would like to delve further into Monique's childhood, because she came back to the show the same bitch. And y'all know I don't like to call women bitches, especially black ones, but she came back to the, in the words of Tammy Roman, she came back, you the same bitch. Your healing journey started because of season 5. So the fact that she's not willing to have a conversation with Candace, it makes the whole thing inauthentic right there. Because that's the reason why you're on your healing journey. There's no way to slice that, chop it, or dice it other than that. And even in terms of, like, season 5 fight night, when you go back and watch season 5, the whole time, in fact, I wrote a tweet about it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, Lisa Rinna. She's talking about Colton and Rob. That Colton knew Rob was a traitor. Let me see that real quick.
Oh, yeah, right. When hell freezes over and when pigs fly, here's what I think. Remember when Colton comes in and basically is trying to get me to say, oh, yeah, I'm a traitor and I'm going to take you along with me. Oh, yeah, right. When hell freezes over and when pigs fly, Colton. But here's what I have to say. Now, I never thought like that in the game because I'm just not that smart. I just don't have strategy. But what it did make me realize is Rob is riding very hard for Colton. Why is that, do you think? Oh, because maybe he and Colton have the same thing that Colton was trying to do with me. They have an understanding, and they're going to protect each other at the round table. Because how do you come up with that? My brain wouldn't have. That's not saying a lot, but you know what I mean? Colton kind of gave himself away in that moment, because I was like, well, how would you know to do that if you're not doing that with somebody else? Like Rob R. That's what I came up with. Anyway, I was glad that I got to snap Colton back. Colton needed to be put in his place finally. He was begging for it. So I feel like I did it, like, you know, just nonchalantly. It's like not full Rinna. Full Rinna would have, like, scorched his ass, right? But you know what? I don't have enough energy for him to scorch his ass. Like, I can't be bothered. You don't pay me enough to scorch Colton's ass. Like, who cares, right? That banquet, everything that Alan is saying, iconic, legendary television. Yeah. Okay, toodles.
Oh, Lisa. She's not far off, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm trying to figure out if I can find it real quick. I don't want to take too long going in. Candace's look on Traitors, I forgot to say, she looks like, she was giving me in that look, she was giving me Chloe Bailey, Lord have mercy. Not Lord have mercy, but have mercy. The look with the black and the thing. But I liked it. Candace was the best dressed in that banquet for sure. They was putting that shit on though. I'm gonna get them that. Like everybody on that, like they got stuff like Rodney said. It's not stuff I would wear, but they know their style and they're confident in it. And I like that. Y'all be trying to compare Kenya and Giselle, and I hate that shit because they're not the same. First of all, Kenya is smart and can read. She brings more than just beauty, and can dress as well. This person said, somebody said on Twitter, Giselle having mommy issues much like Kenya Moore makes it all the more clear why they act the way they do, beautiful but miserable as fuck. When has Kenya insinuated that somebody's husband made them feel uncomfortable for a storyline? Because she doesn't have one. When has Kenya brought paternity rumors on one of her castmates? Like, what the fuck do y'all be saying? Like, I get where y'all are trying to go. Like, yeah, they are the HBIC. Kenya, they'll never give it to her on the show, but Kenya was definitely, like, once Nene left, Kenya picked up that torch. And whether we liked it or felt she was doing too much or whatever, and shit, in the beginning, she was doing a lot. She was. My girl was. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the worst violation I can give Kenya is invading Kim Field's space. And they've already made up. She was on the Upshaws. So y'all can stop talking about that. Neither one of them give a fuck about that chair no more. We can stop talking about it. But that's the thing that I would say she was the most wrong at. That and invading Nene's space. Because I was surprised when she grabbed Nene's ear that Nene ain't bopped her ass. Bloop. But outside of that, Kenya is not anywhere near as evil and nasty as Giselle is. And the one thing about Kenya is Kenya don't just start with nobody. Now, she might, throw a little shade here and there. That's Housewives, is the name of the game. But she don't start with nobody. For the majority of her conflicts on the show, she's responding, just like Candace does. But y'all gonna demonize the ones who can't pass the paper bag tests. So at any rate, this person says G isn't as miserable as her, but she is getting there. They're both beautiful, intelligent women.
Are you dumb? Or are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Are we talking about Giselle Bryant? I'm just being honest. And then I responded, I said, Neck. Well, I said Giselle, but I don't like saying her name. She deserves nicknames for her actions. Neck Lady is still hazing women on the show like she's in her damn college years, to the point to where she will say your husband was trying to do some creepy shit to her or questioning your child's paternity for a storyline. They are not the same. Like, I don't like when y'all tell lies. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. But at any rate, okay, there we go. So somebody was giving their final thoughts on season 5 that they went back and watched. And somebody responds, because some of us see, let's see. They said, oh my God, Twitter, hurry up. Somebody said, finally, someone with a brain that sees Monique was gunning for Candace the whole season. They said, I honestly don't see how everyone didn't see that. And somebody said, because some of us see past the tears and the need to vilify certain black women and baby others. A lot of black people, y'all need to unpack, well, black viewers, but also black people in general, unpack why somebody crying bothers you so fucking much. Like, yeah, some of us are sensitive. Some of y'all bitches are, y'all need some sense. That's what you need. Like, I do not understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, and y'all get angry. Y'all get ferocious and visceral over Candace crying, as if that's not a human reaction. But at any rate, I said season 5, Candace opined and apologized scene after scene, only for Mo to attack her little sis. Once she saw the beige brigade she always wanted acceptance from, laughing at her, only for her to finally turn her aggression towards the right person, Lady Treeneck, in parentheses, at reunion. Mo was dead wrong. There's no other way to see season 5 than that. Like, and there's no arguments there. Like, there are things that happen on the show where it's like, okay, this can be left up to interpretation. That's just how I'm gonna see that. There's no, There's no equalizing of their actions. Candace was over there saying, we're asleep, I'm bored. She was getting the best of her. And Monique can't read, so she resorted to violence. The same way Portia resorted to violence with Kenya. They can't read. The show is called Housewives. I'm supposed to eviscerate you, bitch. Don't choose me as a foe. Then I don't have to walk you like a dog. That's how it goes. Like, and y'all get mad at the people that play the best. Unless they can pass the paper brown bag test. So I don't... Because don't nobody have a problem when Karen gets people together and y'all be saying Candace is so vicious. Karen said Giselle had a hot box. Karen said, you're a broken whore from Hampton University. And I will still quote it because it's funny as fuck. And it's true. It's given, it's true, I'm just saying. And everybody knows it. And that's why we went to Sing Sing. Like, what the fuck do y'all mean y'all don't cut to the white meat? Y'all just be saying shit. Like, it don't make no fucking sense. But Candace is the one, and she's the problem. She's the one. And then if I was Monique, I would feel a type of way that every time y'all want me back is, oh, y'all are in the comments, oh, shut up, Candace, before I go get Monique. Don't make me call Monique. So you want me back just to fight? You don't want me back to see what my life is how my life genuinely is? And y'all can say y'all do, but y'all don't. Because from what I heard, when she went to Love and Marriage DC, y'all found out, oh, well, we don't like her. Much like y'all don't want Phaedra back. Y'all want Phaedra back so she can finish out the conflict with Candy. That's not going to happen. Y'all just want people back for certain resolutions or endings to conflict. You don't necessarily want to see them back. Because if you did, you would follow them wherever they went. Phaedra went to Married to Medicine, and their lowest episode, Phaedra went to Married to Medicine, didn't do shit. Her debut back on Real Housewives of Atlanta was the lowest episode of season 16. So, and I mean, granted, it had been dwindling anyways, but, you know, that should say something. So, y'all claim y'all go up for these people. I don't know, I can't tell, though. But neither here nor there. Oh, shit. Need my blunt back. So that's my assessment of Nose so far. Pretty lady, beautiful woman, actually. Very beautiful. One of the most beautiful on the cast, actually, I would say. But just like with Portia, if all I can give you is your looks and you know how to put some shit on, I can't work much with that. And Monique is not a genuine, she's still not showing up as a genuine person. Because like I said, your healing journey started because you attacked the woman you called your little sister. And for those of y'all who keep bringing up that half-baked apology on the reunion, let's be so fucking for real, bitch. You attacked me with no remorse. Not only did you attack me, you came back to come and get me again. You won't apologize to me, but you're apologizing to the group. We wrapped up filming. You're now going to people and trying to switch the story. You're going to bloggers, allegedly paying them, trying to spin the narrative. You write a song. Yeah, it might have started off as her, therapy assignment, but you make a diss record gloating about dragging me. So, and don't get me wrong, she had a grip on that hair, but just like the Kenya fight, like, no, don't get me wrong, this ain't the same. I wouldn't say she dragged Candace, but she not drag like drag, but definitely had a grip on that hair for real. Shout out the wig. Candace wig was the real winner of the fight, if we're gonna be honest. But that Portia and Kenya thing, y'all just overdo that. Like, they fell to the floor. It ain't like Portia got on her and started clobbering her. And I do think at that point, Kenya probably would have fought back. I do think Kenya genuinely thought. That's one thing I would like to ask Kenya. Does she ever regret not popping her? Because, hell, she came on. She was Detroit Barbie. She was training in the gym. Like, I'm pretty sure Kenya could have handled herself. I think she genuinely thought Portia was going to get fired. And then Nene and them saved her job. At any rate. But yeah, y'all Monique fans, y'all would be better suited for like Zeus or something like that. And from what I heard, like a lot of people started watching during season 5, and it just brought a new energy and a new fan base. And I guess those are the ones who watch baddies when they're not watching Potomac, waiting for Candace to come back so Monique can finish what she started. Y'all are just so fucking miserable. Like, ugh, it's disgusting. Don't get me wrong, there's justifiable violence for sure. Hell, if Kenya had got off and parked Marlo on her motherfucking jaw after she said that's why your mother doesn't even want you over some petty ass argument we're having in the woods, that's justifiable. Hell, if Kim Fields had got up and popped Kenya after she pulled her chair out, that's justifiable. Couldn't say nothing. That's my girl, but hey, you invaded somebody's space. Those are justifiable moments for violence. Not, hell, if Candace had got up and snatched every sequin out of Giselle's dress at that damn season 7 reunion for the way that she would not be accountable for what she did to Chris, that is some shit that I can justify you putting your hands on somebody. But Monique and Candace, fuck no, hell no. And then even if the fuck their trauma, you don't drag your best friend who brought the rumor to the ladies in the first place. You don't drag, and mind you, it's your best friend. So like the credibility, you're like, if you were gonna tell somebody that, it'd be your best friend. If that was the case, you don't drag your best friend. You don't drag Forehead and her ass talking about yeah, you were drinking and driving. You were drinking and driving. And if I'm not mistaken, this was the year that she had the miscarriage. So it's just like all around messy. But you don't drag her, but you still defend her with her nasty ass husband in that camera footage scene. I do not believe for a moment that Monique, as much as she likes to present as perfect Patty, I don't believe she don't got cameras down there. She was covering Ashley's ass, and while you was covering hers, she was leaving yours out to get fucked. She was trying to fuck it herself. Cause I don't care what nobody says. Like, you don't. If I was drinking and driving, shut the fuck up. We supposed to be friends, right? So don't mention that shit on television. So you don't fight her. You don't fight Giselle and her next. The one who was trying to bring the rumor on the show. The one who has never seen it for you since day one. Since you told her you have 4 homes. She did eat with that one now. I mean, really? It seemed more like Chris got 4 homes. But I know when you married, you know, what's his is his, what's hers is his and hers. I get it. But him there did eat in the moment for sure. Giselle ain't fucked with you since, Monique. She didn't fuck with you before. She was looking for something. You gave her that. And it's just so unfortunate that ever since Monique, and to be fair, hell, I'm talking about fair fighting, the paternity rumor, although I do believe kids should be off limits, they never really are in these reality shows. Y'all like to say they are and act like they're not, but they're not. And then if y'all want people to take it to hell, people, like, I mean, like, you should expect Cardi B and Nicki. You should expect it. They don't fuck with each other. So at any rate, it was a lot. It was a lot to go through, my God, today. But, by the way, y'all go check me and my boys' Ties podcast. We recap Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. But at any rate, episode did really good, actually. Well, really good considering my channel is trying to get an algorithm now. I'm just gonna post my content. If it resonates, it resonates. There's too much going on the back end for that. But at any rate, oh yeah, fair fighting. I mean, the paternity rumor was a lot, but to be honest, Giselle was the happiest she's ever been when she was with Sherman. The girls like Sherman more than they like their own daddy, if we just being honest. So, and it's unfortunate that every woman that cannot pass a paper brown bag, whatever the fuck test, has suffered from it ever since then. Ever since she lost Sherman. My God. First it was Wendy, then it was Candace. Now it's Stacy. My God. Had to use NECA to act like we not anti-dark skin women. Oh my God, this show is a mess. But at any rate, Monique came for Giselle. Giselle came back how she see fit. And she told her on that couch, I'm a ninja. You're not going to see me coming. So, and then it's a double whammy because, okay, I couldn't get that rumor, but You put your hands on Candace. You thought we was icing her out, and they was icing her out. That was the plan, to ice her out. Season 5, by the way. So Monique has never been a friend to Candace, but she keeps opining and kissing the ass of these women and inviting Giselle into her house even though she knows the rumor. Like, this doesn't make sense any way y'all spin it. Like, Monique was wrong, and she's fucking crazy. You want their acceptance that bad? And that's what triggered her. I said that earlier, but I just want to nail that home. Candace doing all that, that wasn't what it was. She looked us all sister stovepipe legs, in the words of Karen. And her boyfriend Robert laughing. That's what it was. And then Giselle pushing her. And I don't care what she said on the reunion. That wasn't her trying to separate them. You was trying to get some shit popping. But we all knew who Monique was going to hit on. She thought she was hitting on the little target. I cannot respect what Monique did in any way you slice it or dice it. And I remember I had a heated conversation with my friend. Like, we had a heated debate about it. Because I was like, there's no way around it. And then, like, she was trying to say, people black out and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you can't black out and recall the shit. Like, that don't make sense. Pieces you might remember, but I don't know. But at any rate, child, y'all like Monique, y'all gonna come up with what narrative you see, but that's how I see it. And at that point in the game, Candace is one of my favorite housewives off that series, but at that point in the show, like, I didn't have no favorites. I came on watching season 5, so I didn't have a favorite. So I just saw it for what it was. And even when I do have a favorite, like I said earlier, had Kim Fields knocked one of Kenya's teeth out, what am I supposed to say? Don't pull nobody's chair out. Like, at any rate, moving on. Forehead.
Paul, why is you here?
Ashley and her forehead can go. We don't need it. It's not entertaining. Her storyline ran out when Michael ran out. To go suck some dick. Oh my God. Your man likes to leave you at night to go. That shit was fucking funny. Oh my God. You can tell Candace didn't want to do it too. But, child, I really wonder, well, if I was being honest, I think Ashley's a colorist. Most of the staff is, well, most of the cast will say that, but I mean, they are staff, essentially. But most of them are colorists. I think Ashley is one of those as well. I think she has a hatred for Candace. I really do. Because Candace has tried and tried with her. You would think that they would get along. They were both the younger girls of the crew, you know, pageant girls in the same circles, in that regard. But I think Ashley hates that black, dark-skinned girl, actually black, not cosplaying as black this season with that accent and trying to come for somebody's potato salad, but simultaneously calling black men aggressive and then trying to make Sharice's son look like he was pushing onto you when it was your drunk ass that was probably 6 Coronas in, trying to suck on something other than that bottle. I can't stand her. Oh, I can't stand her. So at any rate, you know, I hate when the men say you can't film on the show after they, like, get a divorce. Like, they try to come for the wives and say, oh, I don't want my child on the show, to be spiteful. But I ain't gonna lie, I wish Michael Darby would have did that with Ashley. I'm not even gonna hold you. Not even gonna hold you. We don't need it. We don't need it. There's no storyline. I'm sick of her embarrassing her family on display for us to see. It's weird to watch. Going back to what I was saying earlier, though, I think she's mad that there's a part of her, whether or not she knows, that hates Candace, because this black, dark-skinned, privileged girl never had to struggle for anything in her life, and I grew up on a bridge, under a bridge.
Boom.
Yeah.
When Candace said, do you want to talk about the others? Shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, Sheila, you're funding a white man at that. Oh my God, maybe she on the drugs too. Allegedly. I'm not understanding. But Ashley, you need to spend more time worried about your mom not working herself to death. And I mean that in the most sincere way. In fact, that's what she needs to do. She needs to leave. I'm sure she saved up enough from the show. She's been here 10 years. So 10 years. That's a throwback. Go get your mom's health together. Like, go do that. And if she wasn't so miserable and worried about being a miserable, vindictive bitch, in the words of Candace, then if she was smart, she would do that with her storyline. Hell, get them some damn rehabilitation, like some therapy or something. Shit, family counseling. Like, there's ways for Ashley and her forehead and Giselle and her legs and her neck to have storylines. They just choose not to. They just choose to be messy. Like, or at least have storylines to balance out the messiness. Like, I don't know. They just, oh my God. Y'all allow them to get away with hell and high water. Wendy should have, or somebody said it earlier, Ashley should have been gone after that Osu comment. But then again, this Bravo, we see how y'all treat. Y'all don't care about being on the right side of race and stuff like that. So, and I mean, I like the network, but I mean, I'm just, from what I hear and what I see, like, the black shows being canceled, the white shows that nobody really watches are staying, the pay inequality and stuff like that. But yeah, Ashley can go. And the fact that she ain't been popped yet. Excuse me. Why was she in Rob's finances? I wonder if y'all would have said the same thing about Ashley deserving it if Robin had a pop to in the face after she said she had, what, 25 cents in her bank account? I can't remember. I know that's believable, though, because I remember Robin didn't have hot water season 1. And y'all over here trying to act like y'all the 4-season girls. Hell no. Y'all trips aren't even as extravagant as us everyday people trips. I went on a cabin trip last year. You think we was eating motherfucking beanie weenies and pickles and fucking sandwiches and gas station margaritas and shit? Hell no. This son is a op. Oh my God, ops linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? Oh my God. What the fuck? Okay. Maybe if I pull in there. Hold up. Ooh. I can deal with that until it starts moving again. So at any rate, ignore the glare over there. Yeah, Ashley can go. Your time is up. She's not enjoyable to watch. When she gets to arguing, like, that head, like, all that bobbing and shit. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you tweaking? What's going on? Go somewhere.
Wrong answer, forehead.
The black scent, the performative blackness, like, she can go. And don't question nobody motherfucking potato salad when you got them little white boys sitting up on that kitchen counter with their feet. Or standing on it, or whatever they was doing, child. Ashley, please. We don't even know if you wash your legs. Don't play with him. Like, get out of here. And she used to be likable. Next person I have is Kiarna. Stand up! I want Kiarna to realize the bad bitch that she is. Again, don't like to refer to women as bitches, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. I want Kiarna to really understand who the fuck Kiarna is. And Dropping Greg is a part of that. I don't, like Rodney, he put it very crassly. But he said, I don't think Greg has put her through a mattress. So I'm trying to figure out what the angle is here. Like, what is it? And then, like, it don't give money because a picture frame? Oh my God. When Stacey went on Carlos King and Carlos was imitating King, and he was like, my house, my business, my dad. And she said, my picture frame. Oh my God. That's another thing too. Y'all can't just be honest. Like, okay, Stacey tells lies. So yeah, your friend's gonna corner you. Now, Wendy, you was doing a lot from what I heard from the episode. You should have got bucked with your family that was in your house disrespecting you. Love Wendy, but I don't know. I heard from this season, she's gotten real unlikable, and I don't like that for her, because it seems like Bravo was moving Wendy up to kind of be that girl. She got in the Housewives House Swap or whatever the fuck show. By the way, did they end up airing her episode or not? Because I remember she was supposed to be the first episode, and then they pulled it. So it looked like they were anchoring her to be like, one of the HBICs for Bravo. And then this happens. And then, like, I don't think Wendy is as far up Giselle's ass as Monique is, but she definitely is getting in on the bullying and like, oh, I'm with the cool girls now. Like, I get wanting to keep the peace, because being beefed out with neck and ankles looks exhausting. Exhausting as fuck, especially being that this hoe will run to the principal's office and tell HR. I was told she would be talked to. Get her off the fucking screen.
I don't like it.
You can't read, you can't dress, you're poor. And what I mean by poor is you're not giving us nothing on the wealth side of things. Take your $900,000 tear down. Take your Gucci car. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Like, I don't see what y'all see in Giselle other than her skin and her eyes. There's nothing there. Nothing there. I can even give Portia more redeemable qualities. At least she's funny. Giselle might make you laugh here and there. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. When she said it's so exclusive, even you don't know. I said, well, when she right, she right. But the bullying, I obviously peaked in my college years, and I'm stuck there. Like, that shit it's played the fuck out. But bookmark that, because we ain't done with her yet. Kiana, I want you to stand up. And Kiana has a beautiful family. They all look very good, including her mama. In fact, just give her mama the flute. Put Kay as a friend of and give her mama the flute. Make her work make her work to get back on it. She's doing a lot. And it's giving productions, getting in her ear. My business, like first, and then also like the filler is not. It's not move. It don't move. Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like Kiana would have done better if they had started her off as a friend of. I think they were scrambling to keep the, oh, no, we like brown skin girls reputation going. And then also, I heard she initially was a friend of. Then something happened. I guess maybe they didn't want her to sue, or I don't know, like with the whole incident. I thought that it came off, from what I was told, I can't remember who said it, but the incident happened. And it was like, okay, well, let's offer her a full-time flute. Like, and it kind of came off like that with her being on the show. She was definitely more tolerable last season, I think. But this season, like, if Kiana don't come back, I'm not mad at it. Granted, I don't watch the show, but I'm just saying, Kiana can go, or at least friend of. Forehead can go. I mean, Monique full of shit, but child, I mean, it'll be interesting to see her and Karen interact, I guess. Stacey, like I said earlier, love my girl. She funny as hell, but she be lying. I do want Stacey to get updated in her looks. I will say that. She's definitely got the face, and even Kenya said that on her live. She said, like, she was up in her Detroit twin, because I don't care what nobody says, like, we really need to check if they can for real, because Kenya and Stacey are like, oh my god, like, it's giving sisters. But very Kenya coded, and she's done certain things that I'm like, I wonder if, because these people, I mean, Giselle might not be, because she says she doesn't pay attention to social media, so I don't know, but I think most of these celebrities are tapped into what we're saying about them and stuff online. But I think she be doing stuff sometimes. I'm like, are you trying to give Kenya on purpose? Because it's giving Kenya more. But at any rate, I enjoy Stacey. She do be lying though, and I do wish she would, like, I mean, do her lies hurt anybody? Or her lies your husband make you feel uncomfortable? Are her lies your husband grabbed Ashley's friend's ass? No, but I mean, it do be like, I don't know, if you're gonna lie, at least make it good. I don't know, like, Stacey, step up the lies. If not, start telling the truth, and step up the wardrobe. I would like that for Stacey, and the hair. She's not the worst, definitely not the worst. And like I said, the face is gonna carry anyways. But I want that for Stacey, and then also just be more real. Like, I don't think, what could Wendy have said if you had said, Timu's not really comfortable meeting y'all right now because of the way the reunion finished? Because that would have made sense. It's okay. Like I said, I don't like lies that are unnecessary. Like, people do lie out of fear. They lie out of safety. They lie out of protection. Like, people lie. It's okay. It happens. But depending on the lie now. But at any rate, Angel. Also, Stacey, I want you to stand up too, because why the fuck you letting Ashley call you a lying asshole in front of your company, in front of your colleagues, in front of your, potential clients for your business, but you kick T out? No ma'am, Stacey. Negative points. Angel was a rocky road. She sure was. I give her flowers for sticking it out. She had a rough season, and she brought some of it on herself, but at the end of the road, I would definitely say, up until the trip, that I think production fucked her over purposely on certain parts, and then also she just poorly planned. Like, for instance, production could have went to go get their stuff. They've already been through enough. They've been through a house without shit. Like, if y'all cared about the girls, y'all could have went and got their shit. They shouldn't even had to ask y'all. Like, now, I don't know how they treat y'all behind the scenes, because I done heard some housewives are nicer than others. So it could have been that. I don't know. But also, Angel could have just planned better. Like, this, like, for instance, the trying to fly fish and the, like, fly fishing is going to have you sweaty, stinking, smelling like fish. And then also, we're not doing all that before the plane. Like, yeah, it's appropriate to go to brunch, have a drink or two, eat some food, and then go to the airport. Take a nap on the plane. Like, that's what we're doing on the last day. Ain't nobody doing no fly fishing. You should have did that in the first 3 days, in the first couple of days. I wasn't mad at her house, her not allowing them in her home, because of the energy that had already been present. I do like that she tried to make amends with Wendy by giving her the biggest suite, and then also she said there was a lot of things that happened behind the scenes that production didn't show. I think she said she gave Ashley a toolkit and said she wants to work on our friendship. A little corny, but I mean, okay. I think Giselle's power went out, or the power went out in her area, and she texted her and said, hey, if you need your children to come over here and like shower or anything, you come here. Y'all be overextending for that lady. I don't understand it. Like, and when I watch somebody be as nasty as Giselle, I try to keep in mind these are TV shows, but I'm pretty sure Giselle is who we were watching. I'm pretty sure. I don't understand it. And I don't, like being around a person like that routinely, like I had to go to work and film with you, like my nervous system would be a wreck. No wonder Candace ready to cuss her ass out at the drop of a dime. But at any rate, going back to Angel, up until the trip, I would say 35% her fault of what was the energy she was getting. 30. 70% they just bullying her. But that trip kind of made it a little more. And then, like, I don't believe in appeasing bullies, but at the same time, Angel, it would have been smart to just go ahead and stay at the hotel. I don't care if y'all had to drive back again. If y'all didn't, if y'all had to drive back again, if y'all didn't have to drive back again, call some taxi services or some limo services, or call an Uber. I don't know. I don't think it was smart to not stay at the hotel. Yeah. But I'm interested to see if she keeps the same energy at this reunion. I might end up watching that. We shall see. Who's next on the docket? Wendy. Who, Pam? Wendy. Oh, Wendy. Oh my God, every time she mentions shit about money, oh my God, when her daughter said she got, 3 or 4 phones, oh my God. When she said, we're rich, so our kids are rich, oh Jesus. Oh, production is messy. But I mean, they can only work with what you say, so, it just be so cringy. Wendy is, I'm gonna say was one of my favorites. We'll see how she handles this court case. And the girls at the reunion. I don't know, Wendy. Maybe it's the fact that Wendy is not sure of who she is. And when I say that, she's tenured, she's a professor, she's got her 4 degrees, she's definitely collegiate, she's definitely intelligent, for sure, a pedigree of her own. But, I think there's something to be said about the lack of, okay, when somebody's smart in the books, but not smart in other areas, sometimes I'm like, let's kind of analyze this. Because for me, somebody with the intelligence of Wendy should have known a long time ago, my dad is my dad. Fuck that nigga. I don't even know how else to say it. The fact that y'all was in Nigeria and he could not see you for 30 days, 31 days, whatever month y'all was on, that is fucking unacceptable. And you're over here trying to save this nigga and his reputation from your children by lying to them? No. See, this is where y'all don't need to lie. And kids too, they need to know the truth, the age appropriate truth. I don't know, Wendy, it's just a lot. And then bringing up your mom was dead ass wrong. I would have had to tell mom to get the fuck out. She couldn't do all that cussing in my house. That's not, no, disrespectful as fuck. But I mean, Wendy, you knew what you was doing though. It's very clear she don't like you talking about that nigga. Don't talk about him, don't bring him up. I do understand her feeling jumped by her mom and her sister though, but again, she shouldn't have brought that shit up, and it was given self-produced scene, so it was kind of well, how your mama go off, that's how she go off. So but at any rate, trying to think what else about Wendy. I don't know, and I really enjoyed Wendy. Dr. Wendy to you. Giselle, fuck these cameras. That's why I like it. See, y'all be saying Wendy all up in Giselle cooch. Don't get me wrong now, she is excited to be on the Mean Girls squad at times. It does give that. But Wendy the same person who said, Giselle, fuck these cameras. Stop fucking with my husband. Don't fuck with my family. Wendy was ready to tear that house up now. And she also said when Mia assaulted her, granted, she got over it very quickly. I don't know if maybe Mia apologized in person and that was enough for Wendy, after it happened. Because ain't no way we finna be bumping coochies. Or, 4 days later, what the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. But at any rate, she said, I'm gonna fuck up tonight. I'm not staying at the house. So, I mean, it's in there with Miss Pam Oliver. Don't get it twisted. But, I would like to see it in there for the right people, not for Stacey. Doing all that extra shit, I don't know, that was just a little too much. And I mean, the girls should be able to play the game. It's just, I've noticed when Candace does it and when Wendy does it, it's a problem. When other people do it, it's not. But, I don't know, that cussing, it was a lot, cussing out Stacey. It was crazy. I don't know if it was the margarita or what. And even then, I can only give you so much pass on liquor. Maybe it's because I'm a bartender, but at any rate, because if anything, it makes you more comfortable to really say what you're feeling. So at any rate, I don't know. I do hope Wendy and Eddie do not get locked up. I don't like how people be moving the goalposts with Wendy. They be saying, oh, she's so changed. She got her body done. She doesn't talk about politics anymore, or, you know, she lacks substance. Y'all don't appreciate it. She tried to talk about colorism twice. Y'all bitches weren't understanding. For 3 seasons, 2 seasons, 3. It came up season 5, dog whistle that Ashley was saying was aggressive, and as Whitney said, and I'm putting your ass on notice. That's another thing I don't like about Ashley. You don't like Wendy, so just say you don't like her. Don't act like you like her because you want to fight these colorism get these colorism allegations off you. But you really don't fuck with her, and that's the same issue I got with Karen too. We got her up next, cause I'm still want to know why Wendy don't fit the look of the group. Ray picked you up from Taco Bell and the farm, and I love me some Karen, but again, you should be able to hold your faves accountable. It's giving colorism. And I don't care about that explanation that she gave. I don't care that you suck black dick. Well, blue-eyed dick. Stop. But that doesn't alleviate you from being a colorist. Black men with their preferences every day, and they hate black women. So that doesn't mean anything. Hell, black people, and they hate themselves. So that don't mean anything. But at any rate, and let's be so real. I mean, just being honest, you know, Ray seems like a cool dude, but if Karen was Wendy's skin tone, do you think he would have picked her up off the farm and alleviated her of her Taco Bell duties? I don't know about that. Just saying. But at any rate, I wonder if Ray was like a little relieved when Karen was gone, because at least your heart can calm down. Like, and if you talk to people who have relatives who stay in jail, like when they're in jail, it's like at least you know where the fuck they are. At any rate, I hope Wendy don't get in jail. She ain't pissed me off that bad yet. Okay, well, child, whatever. Shine bright like a diamond. I don't even care no more. I'm getting hungry. I need to hurry up with this. But at any rate, yeah, Wendy, she definitely, excuse me, I hope she turned it around. We'll see how reunion goes. She is the best dressed at the reunion. I'm gonna give her that. And that look like that don't look like no fucking, that look like real, that shit look like it moved like water. It look like real silk or whatever the fuck. Real satin, there we go. But definitely the best dress. Other people, Giselle, yeah. Giselle, I do hate. She want to give thought. It's like Giselle and Phaedra are more similar to me. Treacherous, trifling, and then also like they want to give preacher lady and thought at the same time. Like Giselle, if you gonna wear something with a slit, just slit it up. Like, so she's known to do that. Like, she'll stop the slit at a weird part of her leg, and it's like, either you want to show the leg or don't. Show the stovepipes, sister. So, at any rate. Now I gotta back up. This is getting on my nerves now. Alright. So. Alright. So, let's see who else is look. Tia, I don't like that middle part. Who else? Kiana, her shit look, Ronnie said it, her shit looks old. It looks dated. Like a lot of them look matronly, and it's like, how is Karen out dressing y'all? She's the oldest one on here, if I'm not mistaken. But at any rate, Kiana, I don't know, I don't hate the dress. It just was a little different. This shoulder hump, I hated it, but I saw it on a video and it looked better. So, and like Rodney said, Rodney the voice, you have to, sometimes it looks better on stage than it does in the photos and vice versa, and then the videos and all that shit. So, we'll see. But, and who else? Stacey, cute, but again, I want her to update a little bit. And put that hair back. Like, you know, you got face. Who else? I think that's everybody. Ashley actually looked pretty decent. She do like dresses that are too big for her, but who else? Am I missing somebody? Angel. I just want Angel to, it was this fashion designer. He said you should, like, when you do an outfit, it was something like, you put on too much shit, take off one or two things. If Angel had lost, I didn't have a problem with necessarily the gloves, but if she had lost maybe the shawl or the dress wasn't as puffy, maybe, if I'm recalling it correctly, I think that would have helped. And it would have helped her show off her figure too, because, you know, they were trying to clown you about your, you know, mom body. And it's so funny how y'all want to say, y'all want to demonize Candace for the same shit these women are doing. And also, Ashley, we peeped that you now calling people hoes and shit. Who used to do that? Oh, okay. It's giving single black female. So at any rate, that I hate you, but I want to be you shit is so weird. It's another reason why I don't like rock with Ashley, because it's like you be trying to give Candace and it's not computing over here. So, but at any rate, the double standards. Because Candace was dragged for saying wide body, but y'all okay to call Angel a catfish for a sensitive topic? Like, okay, she edits her shit. Half y'all do. Like, now it was a different woman. And production made sure to show us that different woman quite a few times. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, leave her alone. Like, I don't know. It was just mean. I did not like the way that they came at Angel in the beginning. I also didn't like, she did flush out that comment that she made about Wendy. So, okay, we good, because this cast colorist enough. We don't need more. But she flushed that comment out. It wasn't like a colorist jab or whatever. But I still didn't like the aggression she took at Wendy when Giselle was at the head of all that shit. And it did give me, are you what I think you are? So at any rate, Angel, just redeem yourself at the reunion. Read them hoes they rights. When it comes to the thing, hell, to be honest, if you don't think you're going back, I would go ahead and just air production out, break the fourth wall, if I don't think I'm coming back. And I honestly don't think she should. I would like to see, I wouldn't mind her having another chance, but if they need to get that lady and her necks out of there, that's what they need. If y'all all notice, when Giselle takes her ancient ass to bed, they have fun. Even season 7, when Robin was supposed to act like she had an issue with Candace, until she then had an issue with her in season 8, because she actually did then. But before then, she was just taking over Giselle's emotions, as she always does with her nigga. I mean, with her girlfriend. But, well, his girlfriend, Robert, is very masculine. But them shoulders... Robin, shut the fuck up. But you should be worried about what Juan says when he's drunk. Oh shit. You know what? Thinking back to the fact that Juan was the one who hugged Karen so tightly, I wonder if she was actually saying that for real. But it was the way that everybody faced in that party was like, bitch, you ain't nothing on that ground. You ain't looking for nothing. You ain't drop shit. So anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, Robin actually had fun with Candace, and they were talking, like, they were chilling in season 7, I think it was. Yeah, when they were on that trip. So yeah, when Giselle is gone, like, there is the dark cloud that y'all keep trying to say Candace is, that's Giselle. The dark cloud is Giselle. Y'all hit me up when Candace says, your husband made me uncomfortable for that fucking storyline. When Candace says, your husband assaulted my friend. Because y'all want to play hearsay and interpretation with the Chris situation, when it's clear what the fuck Giselle was trying to do. But neither here nor there. We could talk about her saying that he grabbed Deborah's ass. And I don't give a fuck about, she couldn't have known, she couldn't have possibly known. No. You told it like you knew it was a fact, so you fucking lied. So either way you spin it, she lied about assault in season 7. Y'all be going up for bullshit. Hit me up when Candace lies about paternity. Y'all about to piss me off. Child. Shit. So anyway. This video is only long. We're almost done though. So, and I might break it into 2 parts. We'll see. Nah, I'm just gonna post it. It's been a moment since I posted a video. But at any rate, I'm interested to see if Karen has genuinely learned from her situation, though. I will say that. It was nice to hear that the women took their extensions out to give them to Karen for her to have her braids to leave. So, and that's one thing about Karen that I will give her, as colorist she may be, as delusional she may be, and as witty as she may be, like, at the end of the day, there is a genuine person somewhere in there for this. Hell, even like Candace still fucks with Karen after she went to HR. It could have got her fired. So, like, there's something there that's genuine about Karen to people who know her personally. So, she just need to put that delusion down and drop all that, like, come back as Karen. She really do need to, all that Grand Dame bullshit, drop that shit. That was one of the reasons, when I saw season 1 preview, I was like, yeah, let me just watch this reunion. Because all that, we're etiquette and we're this, and so at any rate, yeah, interested to see how Karen's next season is looking. And I'm glad to have her back. Now, I want y'all to stop saying that she's gonna keep Giselle in check, because Karen is gonna check Giselle when it's beneficial for her to check her. She stood right by with the Chris thing. I mean, she did finally speak up in the reunion. And, well, no, I don't even think she did then. Like, no, Karen's just gonna stick up for Karen. So, hopefully this situation has made her less selfless, or less selfish, more selfless. More stand on business. Don't be riding the fence. Like, that shit was annoying. Like, but Karen gonna pick a side when it's up. When it's her business, and that's about it. So hopefully that has changed. I do hope. I can't stand there are situations where you can see both sides, but Karen rides that fence. Rides the hell out of it. And last but certainly not least, child.
Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. We don't have it.
But does give the least. Giselle. Gizzard. I think I've already made it clear. I want this lady off the screen. Like, and to be honest, either her being off or Candace being back would be the only reason I would watch. It's not enjoyable. The college hazing days, stuck in my college ways, aka days, like Giselle is just she's not enjoyable overall to watch. I don't understand anything of the appeal past the eyes and the skin. That's all I think y'all are just mesmerized by that pretty privilege, the halo effect. Like, I don't understand it. Hell, as regular as Robin was, which, to be honest, Potomac has never really been known for wealth or anything. Now, not having hot water is crazy. But, hell, I'll even take swap Giselle out for Robin. Because then we can finally figure out who the fuck Robin is on her own. I'll even take that. If we must keep a light bright. I mean, you know, already got the light brights, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather even see that dynamic than seeing another season of this lady have all this power, have scenes constructed in her favor, have scenes that aren't in her favor watered down. There's no reason there should not have been a behind the scenes what you didn't see about that conversation with Wendy and Giselle. Because the shit that she did to Wendy, we need to see that accountability. Just like, and we also, like, Candace deserves a conversation as well, but we know she'll never give that. By the way, I did write a tweet. That's a perfect segue. And I said, Giselle's hatred of Candace should really be studied. C, I hate how Twitter has the character limits. It's annoying. Candace at the most has shaded them here and there in interviews, but that nasty, vile, rhythmless AKA lady is pressed as fuck. But per usual, y'all will never call out them green eyes and light skin. It just is what it is. So, proof. I put the fact that she left season 8, and let's put our thinking caps on. Candace was pregnant. She did not tell them. Also, when they were arguing, Tree Neck, all the rings, said, just go. And she said, I'm already gone. So yeah, she left, you slow motherfuckers. Everybody don't need housewives. Candace has generational wealth. She don't need this show. She came on, she did her music. It was too stressful of an environment. Candace literally said, and she said it before, but on Carlos King interview that I just watched of hers, he was trying to convince her to come back, and it was pissing me off because he was saying, the Lord blessed you to be there, blah, 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 this and the other. It didn't happen how you wanted it to be. And Candace started, she started crying, and she was talking about when season 7, when she was doing the IVF, which I didn't know you have to continue doing it through the pregnancy as well. Some of y'all, your bodies is rejecting a nigga. It's not you. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, the IVF stuff I think is interesting, but at the same time, like, to see women put themselves through so much for a nigga who can't even remember their child's birthday, like, or what they're allergic to. Hey, Marquez. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. I don't. But at any rate, she said that she lost 2 eggs during the retrieval. During season 7. When Giselle was doing that bullshit. I would have got up in that reunion and slapped the... Well, no, I wouldn't have, because we already seen how Giselle get down. That's a white lady through and through. But the fact that she left, oh yeah, we went through that. So, and Candace has her music. At what I learned from watching some of her interviews, she has her business. Yes, she's a Nepo baby, but she's a Nepo baby with purpose. She watched her mom not struggle, but she watched her mom work, go to school. Like, she went to college because of her mom. She had got, her mom helped her start her own businesses. She worked at her mom's business. It wasn't like she was just handed everything like it was portrayed on the show. But so yeah, like, Candace didn't need this show. It helped her, but she didn't need it. Like, she walked away from it, y'all. Like, it's okay to, y'all hate for Candace, just be blind to y'all. So at any rate, but I knew when her and Giselle was going back and forth on that couch, and she said, I'm already gone. I knew it. And then when she was pregnant and she didn't give them the announcement, I was like, oh yeah, she's done. She walked away. She chose her peace. And that's what she said on the Carlos King interview. But y'all can believe what y'all want when it comes to Candace. That's okay. So I said, so now that we have that out the way, since y'all love to act like every housewife needs the show, when Candace literally has generational wealth, are you dumb? The fact that Neck and Ankles for the 2nd season has referenced / shown hatred towards her when she's not even on the show is fucking psychotic. And you're mad at somebody that you started bullshit with. What the fuck? Y'all have this... Is it on? Turn it on! So anyway, now... Oh, yeah, I said that. So I said, season 9 reunion, watch $900 teardowns face scrunch up when Karen thanks Candace, in my opinion, to spite Wendy. Face was scrunched the fuck up. And then season 10... sorry ass finale-ish episode. Peaked in college Patty snaps on Kiarna and says she's on the wrong side of history again, referring to the fight Deborah ugly ass started. Why is Candace still on your mind this much? And you're the one, you would think she lied on Sherman, said, let's say you're still with him. She lied on Sherman and said that he made her feel uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck kind of world? Like, y'all have Giselle... Baby, it's too much power for that lady over there. I said, and this concludes my TED Talk. But yeah, I don't understand what y'all see in LA. I don't understand it at all. She was enjoyable in the first few seasons, but that Sherman shit turned her into something else, or reverted her back to her colleges. I don't know what it was, because I mean, she's always been hazy, but it's never, I don't know. And even then, the hazing back then, it was still like, Giselle, chill out. It don't take all that. Conflict will naturally arise. You don't have to be bitchy with everybody. But I think with the favoritism and the bias, within the viewers, the network, like, and to me, the energy that y'all give, like, Kenya is more suited for Giselle. Kenya has chilled out. And the thing is, Kenya will get with you. She will respond the same way Candace responds. You don't have to like my response. You shouldn't have fucked with me in the first place. Whenever I say something and people are taken aback, I say, well, I mean, they shouldn't have, blah, 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 blah. Like X, Y, and Z. You cannot control people's reactions. Now, I do think there are obvious times where people are, you know, bringing a gun to a knife fight, and it's not necessarily warranted. But at the same token, like, to me, what Candace said on season 7 count, she was right. She wasn't wrong at all. So, but even the favoritism within production, I was listening to another content creator. I like her, the Brooke Ashley. But one area where I did, disagree with her and Rodney with was Kenya, because he said Kenya would have been, he would have had her fired. I mean, let's also be clear, Rodney wouldn't be running on like favoritism and all this shit, because for me, again, the colorism, the favoritism of it, why is Kenya being docked pay for getting married off the show? Oh, ice falling. Getting married off the show, but Rob isn't. Robert. What's going on? They did the same thing. And unlike Kenya, Rob had built up anticipation of the wedding and they never showed it. And then, like, was given chance after chance with being forthright about what's going on with her nigga. And her ultimate demise was not doing it. Putting it behind a paywall. Now, I mean, she was dragged accordingly, but she was given so many chances, whereas Kenya, who understandably, like, hell, the first man y'all bought on here, y'all said she paid for him. I don't know. I've heard some people say she did. I've heard some people say she hasn't. I'm just going to go with Candy said they had been on dates. She had been on dates with somebody, and or whoever she was dating at the time, her and them, and Kenya and they all the same asshole, Walter. She had been on dates with them. And she was more so Phaedra's fan at that time. So her saying that, I was like, okay, well, I mean, and then to me, if Kenya was going to pay somebody, like, it would be looking more like a Matt than a Walter, I would like to think. And then even with Matt, like, the women tried to say that, some of the women tried to say that she brought the abuse onto her. She provoked him. And then y'all did that same shit the season before at the Miami thing with the boy that she was probably flirting with. Y'all on vacation having a good time. But it wasn't like Kenya wanted him and he didn't want her. It wasn't no shit like that. He was disrespectful as fuck. But y'all get to that reunion and now Candy gotta check the fuck out of y'all asses because everybody didn't give a fuck because it was Kenya. So y'all haven't shown yourselves to be, or the iconic Phaedra Reed that y'all love. I'm sorry. First of all, if I could turn this shit back on you, because you talking about somebody peddling sperm banks, baby, you're with a fucking felon. Like, I'm sorry, you can't, no, you with a felon. And allegedly you with a felon who was caught doing what? Was it farm fraud charges, and you run a mortuary? And you're kind of sketchy. I'm just saying. So, but at any rate, you, and I don't put nothing past Faith. I don't. Candy was her best friend. But at any rate, and that's who y'all want back on y'all screen, child. But like I was saying, y'all have shown not to be a vulnerable space for Kenya and men. So it wasn't surprising to me that and then also, I think she was probably, like, embarrassed at how fast she moved, if anything. But neither here nor there, regardless of her reasoning behind it. She's offered a friend role and deducted pay, but nothing happens to Rob. Like, if we're not playing fair, then I don't think anything should have happened to her for getting, like, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing happened to Robin. And then I ain't gonna lie, I love me some Brooke, but I don't know, like the Brit incident, granted, I'm gonna admit, we all have bias. Your judge has bias. So, I mean, there's nothing to be admitted. There's nothing to eat me up on that part about. Like, yeah, I love me some Kenya. But I don't know with the Brit Edie thing, like, I feel like, girl, you keep poking and you're gonna get the bear. And you wanted the old Kenya. You wanted the Kenya that you sat on your couch and watched. And y'all get a thrill out of, like, weird ass people like her, Sweet Tea, and Monica Garcia. Like, you're the person on the couch. You get to be on the show now, and you can tell that bitch and this, that. It's so fucking weird. I don't understand it. And then, like, these people are not good for television. Sweet Tea was not good for television. She was not. Y'all just don't like Quad. Gregory was not good for television either. Y'all just don't like Quad. And Gregory has had time to film with them, but he conveniently didn't want to film until he had a wife who can give him what he wants. Anyway, yeah, I will never let these shows, like my dislike for somebody, steer me away from the truth. Like I said, don't necessarily care. It's very clear, don't really care for Giselle. But I understand her trying to get some get back with Monique, because Sherman was the happiest she's ever been. Don't necessarily make it right, but I mean, hey, you draw blood, you can't tell somebody how to respond. And we should just keep that fair and consistent across the board, because this Housewives, the name of the game is to shade and talk shit. But once you start looking into my personal affairs and trying to personally come for me or come for my livelihood, yeah, I'm going to cuss your ass out. You might want to be glad that's all that I do, since depending on who you are, we can get to swinging in this bitch, depending on if the crowd favors you or not, or the fans. And then I also kind of mirror Kenya not showing off Mark, excuse me, initially with Candace and her baby journey. Because it's like, y'all, little girl Candace, oh, little girl, she's immature, she's always crying, blah, 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 this and the other. Now she's, you know, want to get married, doesn't know, like she's kind of back and forth about the baby. Then she's trying to IVF, so now it's like, okay, she's serious, this and the third. But look at how she was treated during that season, and it caused her to lose eggs. But she's the dark one though. Child. At any rate, that wraps up my rant pretty much. Has some RHOA split up in that bitch too. I am gonna take a brief intermission from content and go cook real quick, and then come back and give y'all that his and hers review. I think I'll post both these today. Fuck it. But yeah, y'all be safe out there in this weather. That's just a little bit of my thoughts, plus some blunt that have been stirring up in my head. Traitors is a great show. Y'all should definitely check it out. And then remember, they can you can sign up if you want to participate in the upcoming season. But yeah, with that being said, I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace.